classify as a humanoid?
Yeah.
Oh.
Most things that walk on two
Toa.
legs are humanoids. There are exceptions.
Bipedal equals humanoid,
Almost always. Not
except
always.
for lycanthropes.
Lycanthropes are humanoid monstrosities. I think they're labeled as monstrosity shape changer, but they are also humanoids. I
Hmm.
think for
Also, we have to consider centaurs. You know, they don't walk on two legs, but
yeah,
they're humanoid.
centaurs are also humanoids. They're an exception on the other way. I was mostly getting at that things like uh, devils. They're usually person shaped. They don't count. they they have agency and sentience and all that sort of stuff, but they aren't humanoid. They're people, but not humanoid.
Yeah.
They're people, but not really.
They're people as much as a thing that is more of an embodiment of an idea of lawful sin can be. Or however you want to put the weird thing. I am recording now, so.
Good to know. But glad to have you all back for D&D. It's
Yeah.
been a
Hey.
it's been a few weeks,
Uh-huh.
but we're here. Have you guys been enjoying the campaign so far?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's not what I
Indeed.
asked, but okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said have you.
I said, how have you been enjoying it?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Just gonna go back in the back room here and go fuck myself.
Wow.
Dang.
Have fun.
Extreme response to that, but okay.
I've been going over Van Richten's guide like a madman.
Mm-hmm.
Having a great time with that.
Good.
I know so much about the demi-planes of dread.
Where did
I
we
know
end?
too
Fuck, I
much.
forgot.
Hmm.
I was potentially thinking about running a one-shot in one of those places.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be invited to that, right?
No,
Yes.
you're
Of
banned.
course.
You're fucking banned.
As the man, please, God, don't ban me.
You're
As the
banned.
one man who loves that realm so much, please.
I will treat you as an enemy from the start.
So we
Why?
ended last time by doing an awakening thing. Not an awakening thing.
What?
A clairvoyance thing, right?
Yes, you did.
We got the idea that uh, I think the exact words, betrayal will only come if you bring it, or something along those lines. I have it written
Something
down.
along those lines, yeah.
Yes.
Basically, it's you reap what you sow, but a little bit more specific.
I
We
should have said that.
yeah. Yeah, it's better. It's more weird. If you just do every phrase that everybody in the world knows, we'll be like, oh, that's kind of hackneyed. We wouldn't actually, but still. I liked what you did better, is what I'm getting
All
at.
right. All right, fair enough.
Uh, yeah, and I think we were still on the road. We're a couple days away.
You were like, I think I can look. I think you guys are like 2 days off.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're 4 days away, but we can kind of quickly get through that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right.
Ugh. No, we're still waiting.
Why?
But
What are we waiting on?
Dane's adding in his last spell.
I'm good.
I'd rather we wait until that gets done, because you never know if that spell come in handy.
Spell of God Killer.
I mean, he could be our god killer. You never know. But yeah, the previous game, like what you've had so far is your whole goal has been to travel to Mantol-Derith to get in touch with a certain Gazram Dulak who's employed within the Zentarum. Somehow he will be guiding you to the legendary library called Graven Hollow, which supposedly has uh knowledge of almost anything that goes on within the Underdark. Seems pretty valuable considering You know, you have no real idea how this demon lord incursion has happened, or how you can even stop it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty valuable, but you are getting right close to Mantol-Derith, right close to Gazrum Dulak. So, I guess with that, we will start our game. First of all, we'll just say you've already woken up at this point. Rogi, you have done your clairvoyance,
Okay.
and if there's any more preparation or planning you want to do before you head out, now's the time.
I should check my spells, but that can be done silently.
Already marked off the spell slot, so perfect.
Yep.
Hughes does stretches.
Of course he does. Look at him.
Getting his normal everyday stretches. Everyone just kind of works around him.
You said we're 2 days from Mantol-Derith?
I said 4, but you know what?
4.
At this, I'll fucking say it's 2, because
Okay.
I'm not gonna. You know what? Kind of. Fuck it. We've done enough travel. We're 2 days out.
We
We've done
traveled
a
for downtime, and
we've
in 2
we've
weeks
done a
we
lot of
missed.
we've done a lot of traveling. Let's say. But with this, you guys can make your plans. Maybe discuss how you want to approach Mantol-Derith and
Yes. So,
whatnot.
as we're kind of figuring things out in the morning, I will walk up to whoever's closest, and just start talking and saying, "So, what do you think we will expect to find in Mantol-Derith?"
Hmm.
People who want to kill us, and people who will think about killing us.
Mm-hmm.
In a more practical sense, it's a hub for trade, right? It's probably
Potentially
not.
creatures that want to kill us too.
I forget. Frankie, have you ever been there?
Where?
Mantol-Derith, the
Oh,
Zentarum little business hub.
Unless we went there on the way out, no.
I would say, Frankie, you've probably heard of it more than anything. It's like a black market kind of underground secret trading hub amongst a lot of the Underdark races. Zentara being the only kind of surface dwellers that kind of get a ticket in. But you've had a few dealings here and there with some Zentarum.
Probably not on the ground, but
Yeah.
Yeah,
my
yeah, not
product, let's
underground,
just
but
say my product has passed through the market a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
Not myself, though.
yeah, I would say, Frankie, you would know that the Drow, the Deep Gnomes, the Sivniblin, and the Duragar, along with the Zentarum, are kind of like the 4 factions that make up Mantol-Derith. And they just do trades on bit that normally each other race don't usually get to take part in.
Nice.
Yeah, I would also say, Frankie, you would know that like a lot of just surface world items fetch a pretty penny down there.
Mm-hmm. Nobody
I'll
makes
relay this
lanterns.
information to the group.
Okay.
Don't get scammed, I guess, but it should be fine. There's like a unsure. He makes a face when he says that. That's all I'll say.
Maybe try to blend in. Keep a low profile.
Well, if anyone needs to do a bunch of talking, or if anyone needs to do a bunch of sneaking, for whatever reason, I am going to make sure that I can make that easier for you. For whoever.
I can probably back that up if it's what I'm thinking? Do I have
What are
that
you
too?
right back?
Okay.
Do you have enhance ability?
No.
Oh.
I thought you were talking about Dwergar invisibility.
No. No, I can do it to someone else, not just me.
I see.
Oh yeah, greater invisibility is a touch spell. I also have that.
Yeah, that's a bitch about it, is that it's
Alright, I'm back.
touch.
Yeah. It lasts a lot less long than
It's a combat spell.
yeah, it's
Yeah, definitely.
slap your hands together and then start shooting beams from nowhere. But yeah.
I would say
Okay.
it's arguably one of the most powerful spells.
It can be at very least.
I also am making sure that we have the ability to locate anyone or anything creature-wise that is near us while we are there. So, if we have any difficulties, we're finding Delac here, right?
Yeah,
And
Gazrim Dulok should be in Mantol-Derith.
mhm.
If we are having any difficulties finding Dulac, or if we decide that we need something else, then I can help with that.
Feel free to ask the other these Zentarum folk that are currently traveling with us for any details, but I think I have an understanding of what he looks like. His reputation precedes him.
Okay. So with that, you guys head out.
Yeah.
Frankie getting into or not Frankie, Rogi getting into the Ford party and everyone
Mm-hmm.
moving out. So the most of the day kind of goes on without any real issue. Uh, at certain points, I will say, Thodane and Rogi, you start to see vague patterns of smooth stone. Maybe at some point centuries ago, there was trying like efforts to make roads along here,
Mm-hmm.
but now it's kind of degraded to just very, very withered pathways. But it's a good sign. It means you're close to some sort of civilization. But I would say the whole rest of the day kind of goes by. You are one day away without, or outside of Mantol-Derith. I say as you're all kind of trying to camp out for the night, Eandro comes to you all as a group. Eandro Alithar, the Zentarum thug. And he's kind of been managing a lot of the thugs so far. You've dealt with him on several occasions now, I think. But he kind of shows up and goes, okay, so we're only a day or so away from Mantol-Derith. There is going to be a secret entrance
Mm-hmm.
that you will not all recognize, and it will have a secret password that will magically open this pathway.
What is the secret password?
I'm not at liberty to tell you that until I'm in front of the door.
Insight check.
Roll it. 26. He seems honest with you. For whatever rhyme or reason, maybe just tradition or whatnot, this is just how it's done.
I stare at him intensely for a bit
Kind of like
before
eyes
nodding
you
my
up,
head.
like he eyes you and kind of backs his head up, like, okay.
I just
Will
stare at him intently until I yawn, and then I stop staring at him.
He kind of looks at the rest of you like, is this, like with his eyes pleading, like, is this normal?
will they
Q
be
gives no reaction to his pleading.
Okay.
will they be expecting nearly 24 surfacers just
That's
appearing?
what I wanted to bring up. We'll have to probably post them outside of Mantol-Derith. I will get you in. You all, as the main group, will come with me. The rest will be camped outside.
How long will this take?
Depends on how quickly we find Gazram Dulak and
Give me an
get
estimation.
either talk to him and get him to join us or get his ring.
Give me an estimation.
I imagine it'd take no more than a day.
Alright.
But
Walks over to one of the veterans. Just gonna use the guy to everyone else to talk to him.
okay.
He'll arrange
But yes,
things.
at this point, I'm now allowed to reveal. I mean, I'm sure I have before, but Gazram Dulak has a certain ring. This is his guide to Graven Hollow.
I see.
He knows how to use it. We get him along, or we somehow convince him to give us the ring. He knows why we're coming, so it should be that difficult of a matter. But we use the ring.
And we use the ring.
It will
Yeah,
guide us to Graven Hollow.
but is he the only one that knows how to use the ring, or is the ring pretty easy to use?
I don't know much about magic weapons
I
or
ass-
items,
it's
so who knows?
I assume he'll tell us once he gives it to us, if he decides to not come along, for whatever reason.
Who knows? I don't know how any of this magic stuff works.
It can be
All I
very
know is the
complicated.
ring is supposedly a sort of compass and a way to get us to Graven Hollow. From the legends I've heard, Graven Hollow won't let you in unless you have something like this, or I don't know, you're like special in some way.
Well, then good thing
This
we are
is
all going, since we are all special. We should all be able to get in, no problem.
You're adorable.
Daniel out of character. You have never mentioned this ring. This fucking ring is
Which is
such
why which is
so
why I started with now that we're here, now I can tell you this.
like you made a comment like I'm sure I've said it before. No, nothing. Like
Uh-huh.
fucking like,
Yep.
absolutely
Uh-huh.
no. This is this is
Oh yeah.
integral.
I know.
So, do you see any reason why Dulak would not want to come with us or
I
help us with this ring,
I don't know.
based on what you know of him?
He's like the co-chief negotiator for the Centarum here in Mantol-Derith.
Hmm.
So who's to say? Business could be too booming for him to leave.
But in that case, he would still potentially give us the ring, because he does know the seriousness of why we are doing what we are doing.
He's been informed for the most part. He should just give us the ring.
Knowing isn't understanding, but I'm going to assume he's a very learned man and will understand the importance of everything.
I don't know. I've never met the man personally.
Hmm. Those higher ups, they're so separate from everybody.
I don't make many trips down here.
Hmm.
But at this point, yes, we go in, we get Gaz's room, we head out.
Is there a Zentarum section of Mantol-Derith? If you,
Yes.
okay, that will help. You, you'll help us navigate as best you can, right?
Yeah, it's from what I remember, it's the southwest portion of the entirety of the stalagmite that it's kind of inside of.
Okay. Well,
It,
that was all very good. Thank you for the information. We'll probably have more questions before we truly get there, but this has been a very good primer.
mhm. Yeah, I figured you would all need it before we headed in, because obviously us in a contingent of people probably aren't going to be well looked upon if we all marched in.
Gunder's just nodding a little too eagerly.
And then he kind of nods at you all and leaves.
Okay. Oof. Well, exciting day tomorrow, or possibly the next day. I don't know how long it'll take to get in. Ugh. I am going to prepare myself. He's just gonna go to a corner or something.
You have a
Mostly just-
tent.
Yeah,
Still just goes to a corner.
he just like wanders off a little bit.
Can Rogi try to discern what emotion is on Gundra's face?
Too many. there's
Rogi,
he's
roll inside.
yeah. Go ahead.
That's too many emotions. Put some of those back.
Hmm?
Oh,
Rogi, go ahead and roll again.
okay.
I'm giving you advantage from all the previous conversations. All right.
Oh,
No.
well, I mean, 14 would be the advantage, but
Well, that's why I said roll again. But never. Fuck you.
A
I'll get
lot
the
of
11.
yep.
a lot of mix of feelings. It's
Okay.
Yeah.
like it's hard to discern any of them. A little.
He got an 11. You don't have to say shit.
I'm giving him a very mixed and not very helpful understanding of what's
There
going
we
through
go.
his head. You can tell that like a sort of pre-show giddiness is in there somewhere.
Okay. Okay.
But aside from that, it's a big mix of bullshit.
Okay.
Keyleth, what are you discussing with the veterans? Anything in particular?
So they're not going to take kindly to a bunch of officers stomping about their little crap hole of a town. So you're all going to have to camp out here for about a day. If we do not return in a day, there's trouble.
They all kind of eye you warily, but one of them kind of nods.
Now, as much as I'd appreciate a launched rescue, we're in the Underdark. And in Underdark rules, you abandon the dead and those who can't pull their own weight. If we do not return to you in 3 days, consider this mission a failure, or consider us lost and forge ahead on your own. Your choice.
Olaf kind of speaks up and goes, "Well, that sounds great and all, but if you're all gone, we don't know how to leave the Underdark."
Shrugs. Well, if I'm dead, that's not going to be my problem.
Fair
I'm sure
enough.
you can at least backtrack your way to the outpost, and from there meet up to.
They kind of discuss
Just
amongst
shrugs.
themselves. They kind of discuss amongst themselves. Some talk about maybe using the scouts.
Hmm.
Kind of try their best to kind of get back. Maybe hire somebody in Mantol-Derith if they can. But all in all, they seem like they're prepared for your. They're preparing for your, untimely loss. So, with that,
Keyleth nods at this and goes to Gundra's tent.
okay. Gundra, what are you doing?
Flipping through his spell book mostly. Like it's nothing he's doing is productive, but he's keeping himself busy for a while until he can like calm down reverie and actually do what he needs to do. It's
Gundra, you have a moment, or
Uh,
are you studying spells?
claps his book shut. Go ahead.
He goes into the tent and like
Follow.
pushes the flap over. Well, I've just prepared for our eventual demise within this group of companions. I've told them that if we do not return to them in 3 days, they're to consider us dead and to return to the surface.
Good planning, and honestly, it's good to set those up. I don't think it's
He
going
walks
to be.
over and sits next to Gundra. We could purposefully choose not to come back in 3 days.
Oh,
My God.
He thinks about that.
Does he want to run away with you?
Run away with
see.
me.
It's an option. Honestly, this mission's a little bit overbearing, and I'm in no mood to die to a demon lord anytime soon. Clearly, you want to be in Mantol-Derith. There's something here for you.
I mean, I am concerned with the health of the Underdark vis-a-vis this demonic incursion. As much as it is a place easily abandoned, as you and I both know, it's I don't feel good about letting these things run amok, and if my theories are right, it'll cause a lot of problems. So it's a mean to an end, I guess. I'm gonna real quick check passive deception.
Okay.
+0. So
I mean, Keyleth has an insight of. Oh, he's got a +5 insight.
Oh, there you go.
15.
15.
it's
Is there any slight observations you want to give me?
uh he's really trying to pretend he doesn't care about Mantol-Derith, and he does.
Keyleth lets it go.
I am, however, very interested in this library we'll be going to. Having that information, even if we do abandon everybody, even if we do decide, oh, the Underdark is not worth trying to purge of an incursion, or at least it's not our job to do it, that library just kind of makes vague hand gestures a pretty big deal. Like, we could learn so much in so little time.
You absolutely could. Well, I've secured the option. Think on it. And Keyleth just gets up and kind of like slowly strides away out the tent.
Vague positive gestures he wouldn't make if he wasn't nervous. Just okay, like good.
He gives a thumbs up. He's never done that before in his life.
Mm-hmm. I'm good for the next day unless anybody else has something they want to do.
Anybody else?
Not particularly.
No?
Okay. With that, the night goes by, morning comes.
Oh, I just want to add that Frankie is currently modifying his outfit
Oh yeah?
to be less conspicuous
How so?
because he's remembering, well, more darker colors, hiding the flashiness.
Oh, okay.
There might have been a couple deals he remembers making around with some people from this area that did not benefit them in any way.
Okay, alright.
So he's always going to feel a sense of like
Diplomatic.
Somebody's out
That's
to
such
get
a nice way to say that.
Such a diplomatic way to say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spoken like a true high-class mobster.
So he's not gonna really put his name out there because he thinks
Got
it
it.
already is.
Like, the likelihood one of those guys is here right now, maybe not likely, but if they are, it's a gun. It's that. They're
Oh,
gonna.
he's full on. He's expecting to be assassinated.
Fuck.
Alright. With that, the morning arises. You're all getting ready.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to do anything in particular? I assume you all head out.
I'm moving some things around, but I think I'm good in terms of.
Yep, move spells around if need be.
Fixing that.
Do I? I have that. Okay. God. Even whenever I'm
Here's-
being a little bit passive, I am so kitted out to just fucking kill because of all the spells I learned while in just hell territory.
Oh yeah. Here's a funny little art of Mantol-Derith during
Oh.
busy times.
Ooh.
Look at these guys.
Look at them. Look at them go.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
Keith and Gundra in the same picture.
I love that they just got a mind flayer chilling in the background.
Yeah, they just exist sometimes. It's weird.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Just this.
me pouring into my character's opinion,
Oh,
I don't know.
love their making hand signs. Drow.
I
The
don't
drow are
know.
making. Yeah, I noticed that too. The drow are making hand signs.
In any like Underdark area that is a little bit evil leaning, you will find one mind flayer on average just existing in that space. And I don't know why they're comfortable with it. I don't understand why they're like, okay, this can happen. This is the thing that's okay. Like they're part of a
Because mind flayers influence the mind.
Yeah.
Also, mind flayers do have benefits they do in trading, and they're knowledge dealers. They sell their knowledge
There's a
Yeah.
value to them.
Not worth it for
in
me.
exchange, usually
I-
for slaves.
If I had the ear of the band raised, I would kick them out of Mantol-Derith.
Good thing you do
That band
not.
rays they have a mind flayer in their house.
That's
Oh,
true.
that's true.
My character doesn't understand that or know that directly. He thinks they're smart because they're powerful. She thinks they're.
I think he was born after Yuvenel the Immortal got herself offed, so they probably don't know about the mind flayer. She did flaunt it around like a pet, even
I
though
see.
it was absolutely not a pet or a slave.
Just a guy that lives in her house.
He's a guy that lives in her house and advises her and intimidates the hell out of anybody who visits.
Alright. So after nearly a full day's worth of walking and traveling, you come across this. As you're going down this tunnel, Leandro just stops you, seemingly randomly. He looks around, sees something that you certainly don't recognize or see amongst all the rocks and whatnot. Goes up to a wall and speaks a phrase. Imyat. Does anyone know Gnomish?
Damn. It's the one language
No,
none
why
of us
would I?
know. Absolutely.
Nope.
Alright. Well, there it is. As he says Imyat, the wall parts magically, revealing an entrance to a side tunnel. This is where he motions the main group to come forward.
At this point, I will summon Stool just to hang out on my person, on my shoulder, so that I have him around for this.
Okay.
He will have Raven stats.
Okay.
Weird wings.
So with this, you go down this tunnel.
Here.
Here. This is where you all are. This is another one of those, like, very, very big maps. Oh, yeah. I fucked up for a second. As you travel down this long, lengthy corridor, you stop again. To seemingly nothing, there's another alcove that kind of leans off, but he stops and looks at the wall. And here, he says another secret password. And those who know Drow do understand this meaning. It is Baelern, the Drow word meaning wealth.
Band race so wealthy they got a word based on their name.
Yeah.
Yup, there it is.
Yeah.
Gundra makes a snide comment about, oh, A secret door behind a secret door. How classic.
I mean, how else do you think we kind of keep this safe?
I know it's a safe method, but everyone does it.
Leander just kind
Everybody
of,
does it because it works until it won't.
Hmm.
hell, it won't.
People
With
see a
this, you guys
tunnel and they just walk through it.
travel through and you kind of reach what now appears to be like a trench. You're now at like it's a 10-foot high walls. Easy. It looks easy enough to kind of climb through, but Leander just kind of shuffles you towards the center where there is a mechanical lift.
Hmm.
All seems fine, except you kind of hear these chaotic noises in the back.
Hmm.
You're not sure what that is.
Oh.
As you guys reach forward up top, as you go up this lift, one second. The trench bisects an enormous cavern with a 30-foot high ceiling supported by naturally formed stone columns. Continual flame spells cast on the stone lampposts reflect off crystals embedded in the walls and ceiling, illuminating myriad fountains, waterfalls, streams, and pools. Water drips from the stalactites onto leather tarps covering clusters of merchant stalls west and east of the trench. Beyond these marketplaces are well-tended gardens of mold and fungi, crystal walkways, and stone bridges. The tranquil beauty of Mantol-Derith is undone by the sounds of combat to the northeast, where you hear the thunderous booms of metal against stone, and see panicked deep gnomes running from 8-foot tall Duragar. And let me reveal those guys real quick.
Northeast. Ah, over there. I'm getting
Yeah,
confused.
the
There's north.
keep an
North is
eye.
is
North
right.
isn't quite. Yeah, north isn't quite the same.
Oh.
Why do they have to not make it standard?
I don't know. I actually don't prefer it either.
Who does that?
I think
But you
it's fine.
see,
It gets a bigger area out of the way.
immediately two large Duragar chasing after a few deep gnomes. They're kind of blurry in their appearance, and you figure for the you magic users, this is a blur spell of some kind. It's kind of trying to keep them safe. You also see one Durgar holding a leather satchel, kind of like hiding almost in plain sight underneath like a ruined uh table, and he's kind of like looking around like, oh god.
A Duergar or no?
A deep gnome kind of hiding. The Durgar are going through and chasing these other two deep gnomes.
Well, it looks like we've entered when it's interesting at the very least. Do either of the dwarves care about this enough to intervene?
I
At the
don't.
very least, I will say the deep gnomes are all unarmed.
I do
Oh,
not
look at this. The favorite game of
feel the
hide and
need.
kill. Remember playing this as a child, Gundra? It was great.
I didn't play many games as a child, but I know of it.
We're not in a position to fight a war for anyone.
Yes, I assume they're thieves, probably. Well, they're
Hard
all
to tell
thieves.
which ones. Yes.
They're all thieves, but
I'd rather wait till the battle's over than loot their bodies.
like, are
Everybody's
there
for that
others
way.
in the area that are, like, kind of just
As you look
onlookers?
around, you see there are maybe about a dozen other deep gnome bodies buried under some like some wreckage and whatnot.
Ooh.
Uh,
Does anybody have invisibility and wants to make a quick buck?
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna throw that
cast
in
Mage
as
Armor on
well.
myself real quick. Just,
Okay.
I
What
But
might
it
do
seems
you
add.
like
want
the
to
deep gnomes are heading
do?
towards a large cave-like building. towards the northeast, and you
Nor-
see the door guard trying to cut them off.
I'm just gonna walk forward a little bit and just quickly be like, "What's going on?"
One of the door guard looks back and says, "We have no use for you, Drow."
You're slaughtering people. You at least owe me information.
We owe you nothing. And he kind of either turns away and just starts smashing through some stall.
Turn, kind of give a, "What the fuck was that?" sort of look. Just like,
It sounds like we are now assisting these gnomes. You want to cast on your own? I can't do much other than defend them. That'll tip our hand, I believe. Or if you don't care enough, we can move on.
Gundra is thinking about it, and it's very funny to me because I'm imagining this thing of just like these guys just kind of like smashing boxes and gnomes sprinting out from under their hiding space and all that, and just Gundra just being like, "Is this worth it? Do I?"
Rogi, you got any spells of invisibility in you?
Nope. But
So, you got any spells of invisibility on you?
I can make the big guys trip and fall, maybe.
Can you do it without looking like you're attacking them?
No.
I do have a spell of invisibility, but I think it's from.
It is
Racial bonuses.
only for
Yeah.
you. Yes.
Yeah, only for you and once per day.
Yeah, sure. Taking your time here.
Yeah, I think you could, like, narratively, if you want to
Yeah,
move them
we're just-
along a little bit.
Oh, I have been. Don't worry.
We're pussyfooting around.
I
Yep.
can use Dimension Door and move to myself and another person. Basically teleporting.
Not worth it.
Not worth it? Okay. Not that I'd waste it on you guys anyway.
I worry this. He kind of
Don't
scoots.
insight check that.
Gunja scoots back a little bit. I worry this is involving some sort of demonic madness, and maybe on that principle we should intervene. But there's not
No,
really any
that
proof of
seems
that.
Where's our
pretty
guide?
standard for Dwarkar.
Yeah.
Or did he just get us into the city and then...
No, Iandro's with you.
Andrew, what's your
Yeah,
opinion?
This isn't normal. Typically, it's pretty peaceful here.
Oh!
Hmm.
Well, then we... I
The
guess we should
Durgar
let them
attacking the
talk.
Deep Gnomes is nearly tantamount to a war within Mantol-Derith. I don't know what's happening.
How close are we
Alright,
to
let's
them?
kick the
Insight check.
Durgar's ass.
Hey, how close are we to them?
Simply because I like them less than the deep gnomes.
You can look at
The
the map.
deep gnomes are pretty obnoxious.
Where
Yeah,
are we on
we
the map?
are. Their closest people were about 70 feet away. The farthest people were about 145 feet away.
Where am I? Am I below this 3 or this 7?
You are the 7. Alright, so you're below the 7.
Yeah.
Well, there's a bunch of 7,
That
so...
the 7 is your health bar, and you're below it. The
Dan,
3
can I
is
try and sneak
this
within
guy.
30 feet?
You're trying to
Um,
sneak?
Within 30 feet of this guy?
Oh, wait.
Wait, 30 feet of which guy?
This guy. Assuming he's part of the battle.
Oh, are we all fighting now?
We're
No, who is this
approaching.
guy?
We're.
Yes, we are approaching.
I think they can see that as hostile if you wanted to start a battle.
Who is
Yeah,
it?
I think
He
they would
is
after the
starting a
initial
battle.
conversation. So move within 30 feet, and then I will roll initiative for everybody.
Too late. He's
Alright.
already done.
I can't sneak within
20.
30 feet?
What do you mean sneak within 30 feet? No. Everyone else is also approaching. It's not just you.
Oh. I was gonna
Keyleth
try
is
and read their
dashing.
thoughts
Well, no, you could still do that.
so that we could find out whether or not it's worth joining the battle for.
Here, just throw your stuff on the initiative roll, and then we'll go from there.
Rogi.
Thodane?
Oh, no, Thodane. Pink is Roki. Never mind.
Who are the big squares? Are those the 8-foot Duergar?
Yeah.
Rio.
Rio,
Jesus, dude.
I'm trying.
I don't believe you.
Don't forget to click your token first.
I do not care what you believe.
I do not care.
Oh, there we go. Jesus Christ.
Cheese and rice.
Okay, Thodan, you're up first.
Fuck.
Right.
Yeah, high initiative, bitch.
This is what you get for being a war
Turn off your World of
mage.
Warcraft and let's go.
Mm-hmm. Oh, new icons. Weird.
Yes, there are new icons.
I'm gonna move to there. And I'm gonna do some things. Um,
You're casting greater invisibility on yourself?
that's correct.
Okay. We'll throw a little icon on you and call it a day.
Roger that.
You're invisible. Alright, Gundra, you're up.
That's a fence down there, actually. If I can barely see it, I think I'm just gonna sneak here and barely get out this corner of these tents.
Yep, I'll allow it.
And then I'm just gonna. If you justify this, I won't see it as an act of war brewing in this peaceful place, and I'm gonna just cast Hold Monster on this guy. I know a Hold Person would work, but I don't have that spell. I have Hold Monster.
He is monstrously big.
Mm-hmm. DC of 16 on this guy. Daniel? Daniel?
Oh, sorry, my mic was halfway plugged in, so it wasn't working. DC 16, which, Constitution or Wisdom?
I think it's Wisdom. Yeah. Wisdom or be paralyzed.
He got a 12, so he's paralyzed.
So yeah, I stopped one of them, which, I think that's the most passive thing I
It
can
was this
do.
guy, right?
Yeah. He
Alright.
seems like he's
Oh,
going to sweep around and grab their asses, so.
yeah. Alright, Keeluth, you're up.
Me. Oh, will you allow?
What are you trying to do?
Just get right there.
I'll allow it. These aren't really thick tents. I'll
Yeah,
say
I think they're.
They're
I
not
think
like
they're.
houses, right?
I,
you come and sword out and you slashing your way through the walls, yeah. You
I,
can get right up there.
I
Just
am
cut
my.
through people's homes. That's
You're
great.
just cutting
He would
through like
absolutely.
skulls and going sink, sink.
Maybe jumping
Getting
over
right
one
in. I'll
table.
allow it.
like.
Yeah. Like you have to knock
Standing
over
over
a table, you
boxes.
have to cut through a wall, but you're there.
Just barrel in and
Oh yeah.
in quick succession, just
Oh, oh,
slice and dice. And I would like to say non-lethal.
non-lethal.
Whoa.
Okay, the first hit doesn't hit. The second one does. Or 10 piercing
He
damage.
just fucking bashes the back of his knee. just like try to
Oh
make,
yeah.
make him kneel.
He's unwavered.
He is not happy about that, and he's going to turn around and try to strike you with his enlarged war pick, and he's not doing non-lethal. He rolled a 19.
Barely hits.
That's 9 piercing damage.
Okay.
And all I can do, just Just the one attack. That's his turn. Okay, Frankie, you are up.
Frankie, use your laser beams and kill them.
Use your mind powers and learn what they're upset about.
Oh, I can't get it within range.
Yeah.
Why am I that far back?
Actually, you would be measuring from here, so
Oh, that's right.
yeah.
That's
Uh,
35. Can you move 35 feet?
I can move 40.
Oh, what? You can move 40? Why?
I have the mobile feet.
Oh, that's right.
Oh
I forgot
no.
all about that.
Oh
You did some
no.
training.
I forgot he got the
No,
mobile
bro.
feet again.
Fuck.
Actually, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna grab a drink.
I'll just say like right here or something.
that's probably good.
I think
Yeah.
it's 40 feet.
Yeah. It's very kind, the 5e measurement of movement.
I'm
So
guessing I can see this guy through the tents.
yeah, they're big. I mean, they're 8 feet tall. These tents are usually what, like,
Oh yeah.
Oh,
a
I would say. I mean, I would say
most.
you could definitely see him if that's what you're wondering.
mhm.
And then I would like to cast Detect Thoughts.
All right.
This is good. We'll now have equipment to actually understand this conflict instead of just beating them on the head until they admit their crimes.
I don't know how much he can
Q is going to
resist.
continue down that
All
path.
right.
Then.
I'll say for the most part, your first thought, filthy. I guess the Drow are working with fucking Yantha. Oh, Krimgul's not gonna like this.
Yamtha and Kringol. Proper now.
Yantha.
We don't.
I'll yell out to the people like those two names. You said Yantha and Krimgol?
Yep.
Yeah.
Gringle.
The first,
Kringle.
Krimgul.
the first guy, the first
Kringle.
one is something the gnomes are working with, and the second one is the people they're working with. So if you wanted to be like,
So just for clarity, this is Dwergar and these are gnomes.
yeah,
Yep.
Alright. So he's upset at both of those people?
No, it's
he's upset at us, the Drow, for helping the gnomes, and they're afraid their boss is going to be mad at them.
And there's no information I can receive on why they're fighting the gnomes?
It's not.
this is a base
Yeah.
thought. You would have to probe deeper.
Got it.
Yeah, the target must make a wisdom saving throw. If it fails, you gain insight into its reasoning and emotional state.
So I can't do that until I can make another action?
Is it an action to do it?
It is an action to probe deeper.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's an action to probe deeper. So these are the base thoughts you're kind of getting from his mind.
You can start something. You can at least try to make the claim we're not working for the people you think we are,
Right.
or something, depending on how you want to roll this.
If you have nothing else, I can go into the next turn. But
Yeah, I got nothing.
okay. The next one is the paralyzed Durgar. Does he have to make a save?
I believe so. I'm double. Hold monster. At the end of each of their turns, target can make another wisdom save. Yes.
He rolled a nat 20.
All right. His turn
Oh.
ends.
His
And
turn
he's
is,
unparalyzed.
but he's unparalyzed. Rogi, you're up.
Rogi will just call out, "Are we trying to stop the gnomes as well, or let them get away?"
Well, you know what? Your pick. They can. These ones are clearly the aggressors here. Until they explain why they're doing it. Like,
fuck it. Rogi will walk up and cast a 4th level
Oh.
hold person.
Oh.
oh, you did.
Targeting 1, 2, 3.
You're using it on both the Durgar and one of the gnomes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So they have to roll wisdom saving throw? What do they have to
Mhm.
beat?
16, looks like. Is that right?
That's an 8, a 4, and a 10. They all fail.
Fails.
We'll just throw this on there.
Rogi just walks up and just takes a
One of
huge
the
mushroom out of his pouch and just claps and puffs it, and the spores just go over all the 3 people around.
for a second, Keyleth, you were like inhaling it for a second, and you're like,
Spores,
before you kind of stop, and you're like, okay, this isn't as bad.
spores don't want to be in your mouth. Actively seek away from your inhaling.
Keith spits on the Duergar.
Seek high
He doesn't have
ground.
to, but he does.
Yep, yeah, I like it. Good,
Just to
good
get the
thing.
spores out. And
Like it.
to be
Uh,
unnecessarily aggressive.
Love it. With that, top of the round, though Dane. Unless Rogi had something else we wanted to do.
I'll just call out, restrain them.
Hmm.
Okay, I'll say at this point, the other deep note kind of tries to run for it, like towards you. Please help. But with that, though,
Okay.
Dane, you're up. While
I don't
you're
like that.
thinking, while you're thinking what to do, I've got to go piss.
I can confuse somebody. I don't really have anything in the restraining realm.
These guys are taken care of for now. We at least have a round with them doing nothing. And these guys seem to be just blocking the goal. So
Is there somebody I should hurt, or should I just chill?
Is this also a gnome here that's just like continuously hiding?
I think so. Daniel went to pee, but there's a guy back there.
So
Yeah, I'm
everybody's
pretty sure there was
restrained.
3. There was one hiding under a table with a bag, and then the other 2 running for it.
Okay.
So
See what
if
he
you
says.
wanna restrain or confuse or just poke that guy over there, that's an option.
Okay.
Honestly, this is an in-character thought, and really doesn't work with us just kind of discussing it. But unconscious people can't attack people for no reason.
Kila's literally going to continue to fight this holded guy right here.
Well, good news. You have advantage, and any attack that hits the creature is a critical hit if the attacker is within 5 feet of the creature.
Yes.
Oh, I'm gonna get this motherfucker. Can I get to him?
Get that tiny little man.
Wait, is this me up here?
Kill him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're up here. Yeah, you're invisible.
Fuck. Oh, yeah, I can get right next to him. I think.
An invisible puff
Alright,
of air
yeah.
just
There
breaks
we are.
through.
Where we at? What we
Another
doing?
door guard. Oh no.
So,
This guy's right here, right?
what's the deal
Yes.
with this guy, Dan?
So he's out in the open. He's the one huddled under, like, hiding in plain sight, but kind of huddled under some wreckage, holding a satchel to himself.
That's what I thought. Yes.
So wait, does he need to be restrained too? I'm confused.
Probably not.
He just seems like
Probably.
one of
Restrain
the other
everyone.
deep gnomes
Oh.
that was running, or in
Uh,
his case, hiding.
You can run up
Kill
to him
him.
and just demand answers as an invisible mimicry of Duergar cops.
Hmm.
That is true.
I think I want to stay completely unknown for now, so
Not a bad idea either.
I'm just gonna come up behind Frankie so that he's got a glass cannon in his back pocket.
There you go. There you go.
What I need is a bullet sponge.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's got 12 armor class.
Well, we don't
You do
have
have-
any of those.
We-
Keyleth
yeah.
is our closest, and he's not very good at
Actually,
being able
I
to-
was gonna
technically,
say,
I
yeah,
can.
No.
If you get hit, I can life transfer into you to give you a bunch of health. So
That's
And I
good enough.
close enough.
I can cure wounds you. And we'll
Yeah.
just have
See,
infinite,
this is just
infinite health.
this is right.
Infinite health. Yeah.
I need.
Until
the
those spell
dude-
slots run out.
This is D&D's infinite health strat until spell slots go away.
Can I cast Mage Hand?
That will probably break your invisibility.
No, it won't.
Not if it's greater.
No? Oh, you're right. You did greater. That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah, you could.
I got the big invis.
All right, what do
Yeah.
you want on mage hand?
Do you
I'm not
want to
gonna
burn the
mage
big
hand anything
invis
in
on this
particular.
fight?
I'm just gonna summon it.
Okay.
And let's see, the range is 30 feet, so I'm gonna put it. If you need to mark it or anything, I'll just put it fucking like where I can see it, like right here.
Give me a second. Okay. Just copied you and flipped it like we used to do in Cursestrad.
Okay. I should
So
have put
that's
it over by that gnome. Swipe that fucking satchel.
what's up to you.
Yoink.
No, I'm not a thief.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
an elderly, learned gentleman. Thank you very much.
I see.
Of course, that's what you've always been.
I got the
Right,
rest
with
of my
that,
party to
Certainly
be
nothing
thieves.
Gunder, you're up.
I think I measured it, but I'm gonna remeasure it just in case. Boop. I know he can go through the thing, but I don't think he would. I think he would ridiculously just go around shit. He's gonna go up to one of the guys and say, "This is what happens when you don't communicate. I see someone making an all-out war in a place that's supposed to be air quotes neutral for all of us. What else am I supposed to do? Stand back and let you kill as many people as you want? We're going to pull out the Shadow Blade.
Oh, are you gonna roll it like an intimidation then?
No, we're gonna fucking cut him down.
Oh, fuck, yes.
Air quotes non-lethal. I don't know how that works.
That's not quite how that works with magic.
He's paralyzed. If I get a hit on him, it's a fucking crit.
Yes, that is true.
13?
Do you have advantage in it for any reason?
Yes, because he's paralyzed.
He's
Okay, then
paralyzed.
yes, you do hit him.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll an extra 2d8 real quick.
Okay.
So 26 damage.
That's exactly how many hit points he has. He's technically unconscious.
Ooh.
Standing unconscious.
He is at 0 fucking hit points.
I just
wrecked.
just like a quick slash to the knees, and then just turn to his friends and just say, "I will make sure to heal him because unlike you, I am reasonable."
Alright, Keyleth, you're up.
Is it any guess as to what I'm doing?
Be sure to roll an extra
Stab his ass.
d6 for both of these. Because goddamn,
Yep, they both hit.
Boo.
bad crit, whatever.
What's the total? I mean, that's enough to
Maybe
kill him.
16, 17, 18.
Yep, that's enough to kill him.
Non-lethal.
It's all non-lethal, so blink.
And then
You just
Keyleth's gonna move up over here. Yeah.
smack him on the back of the head. He is also down.
Kick him in the face.
Kick him in the face. He's down.
Dehugify these idiots.
I guess they would dehugify, wouldn't they?
Get their concentration out of here.
Gnome, explain to the friendly Duragar what's going on while we see what these people want.
They don't. There's no friendly Durga.
Points to the man of the mushroom
truer
man.
words never spoken. Speak
Yeah.
your truths to the man, or I will cut you down.
Oh God, please.
I am
no.
very nice.
No.
I'm going to do something stupid and approach those people. We'll see how that hands shuffles out.
We will say though it is Frankie's turn.
I
So
will
detect
approach
thoughts up.
this
You
guy.
still- You do, but does it work when they're unconscious?
No, they're thinking of I am unconscious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just what it's just that white noise you kind of get sometimes. Just it's a tetanus, like a tinnitus sound.
Tetanus.
That's all it has.
To be fair, you
Just a
can
tetanus in
you
the
can as an action beam into this guy's brain since he's still awake.
That is true. You can do that.
You can
Which
beam into
guy?
anybody who's around's brain, honestly.
Which guy? This one?
The little gnome,
Little deep gnome over here.
or even this guy, since he's paralyzed. But maybe that brain is not as good.
What if I healed this guy,
Oh yeah, bring him back to
but then I wouldn't be able to dive deeper because that's an action.
yeah.
If you have a bonus action heal, like Healing Word, you've already cast the Detect Thought spell using the action ability of it while you're still concentrating is still good, I believe.
Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll do healing word on this little dude
Okay.
as a bonus action.
All right.
I'll give him 5 points of healing.
All right. He starts to
I'll
wake
just
up.
I'll just look at him and say, "Hey, get up!
He can't, he's paralyzed.
He's
Or
paralyzed. Yes.
wake up!" And
His
then
eyes kind of flip open.
I will dive deeper.
Okay.
I'll just like hold my hand over his face and just act like I'm doing some sort of ritual.
You're just sucking the knowledge out of his brain.
Hmm.
So from what you can understand as you go deeper, he has to make a wisdom save, right?
Yes.
Doesn't he? Yes, he
Yeah, it's
does.
in the chat if you want to read that.
Yeah, I just have to like look through it again. Uh,
DC 16?
he
Yes.
rolled a 15, so that's
So
good.
he fails.
So he failed.
Brainjack him.
So you brainjack this Duragar. So from what you can understand, some trader named Yantha, maybe someone important in the Deep Gnome enclave of this whole group, received a gem from a Kringle, uh, a man named Kringle. Actually, hold on, I've got to pull up a whole other thing so I can.
First name Chris.
From a Kringle Musgard. Let me spell that out. So Yantha Hoaxrock received a gem from Kringle here, and supposedly stole it from Kringle. Now, because of this theft, they've had a few skirmishes just before now, but it's almost at a full-out war here. The Durgar have kidnapped Yantha Coxrax to get her to confess to the crime, but also to reveal where the gem has is now at. Cream Gull's good friend is the head chief of the Duragar enclave here. His name is, give me a second.
Wait, who's Krimgol then?
Krimgol's the
Krimgol,
person who gave it to Yantha.
yeah,
Oh,
But claimed Yampa stole it.
yeah, and claims Yantha stole it. They have Yantha kidnapped, and they are trying to get that information out of her. Golder Flagonfist is the who is the chief negotiator of the Duragar enclave. There we go. Gildar Flagonfist is the chief negotiator for the Duragars and is good friends with Creamgull. And because of all this, it is now de-escalated into essentially war between the two. What you can also figure from a few drifting thoughts here and there is that the Drow and the Zentarum have yet to be involved in this
That's reasonable.
dispute, which is almost in of itself concerning. So there's some deep political issue happening here,
Uh,
revolving stolen goods.
Frankie, do you want to hand wave say, I explained that to my group? Just so we don't have to directly repeat all of that? Or what do you
Yeah,
want to
and
do?
while I'm
Yeah,
telling that story, I'll emphasize how dumb it is they're fighting over a gem. Or how dumb I think it is that this whole war is over a rock.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know, they perceive value into it, and then suddenly it's worth dying over. These little guys weren't anywhere in there, were they? Just points at the the deep gnomes that are still around.
The deep. Oh, there's not really many that are there, but the deep that comes up to Ruggy is like, I don't know if I should trust you, but there are more. Derek are trying to break into the enclave, the Deep Gnome enclave. If they do, they'll kill dozens more.
We don't have time for this, but at the same time, you are lucky because
We should go help.
we should.
Please,
This seems
I swear there'll be a reward. Please, just help them.
finally something for Keelu to latch onto.
Where is the enclave?
You can all see it kind of at this point. It's a little ways away. You see a bunch of enlarged Duragar trying to bash down a door.
Oh shit.
I think there are more. I think they're invisible. Please help.
You're doing a lot of begging for someone who lives in the Underdark.
I'm just trying to make sure they're all alive by the end of this.
Alanthar, go find Duloc and tell him we've involved ourselves in something stupid. If he insists we keep out of it, just come back to us and we'll stop, I guess, probably. We'll see what
You're
we
telling
find. Yeah,
You're telling Andro this?
yeah.
He kind of looks around and goes, I'll try.
We're free agents. We are not involved with him or the drow. We'll make sure that's clear to every party we speak to. Now.
And then he kind of just runs off, disappears. Okay.
I am going to approach them. If they start beating my ass, then just,
We
throw everything at them.
still in combat or not?
Kind of yes. For the way we'll go about this further, we'll just say things are still hostile. So we'll start with Rogi's turn.
Maybe when Gundra approaches, if Thodain is still invisible, maybe he just kind of tags along.
Right.
Although if they're all invisible over there, or most of them, then who knows what'll happen.
Do the Dwergar seem to be pretty involved with this door?
I assume they have miniature battering rams in their palms and they're just hitting the door.
Maybe the drow shouldn't be the one intervening.
Yeah, Gundra
Since
kind of
they're
has
kind
this
of
mindset
not
of if
in
something
this.
annoys him, he just confronts it and it'll either go away or explode into something that he can't even deal with. In either way, the problem is out of his hand.
Rogi will walk up and what are the Dwergar wearing, Daniel?
Armor.
What kind of armor?
Let me look.
It's usually
Scale
breast
mail.
scale. Damn, they're pretty
Yeah,
good
they're
at
wearing
Perfect.
scale mailed and
Perfect.
shields.
This one, Rogi will just look.
Which one?
And the one closest to him.
Okay.
That one. And he will cast.
You're gonna heat metal these assholes.
Heat metal. Yep. And on this guy's armor.
Your DC isn't 11. That's a lie.
Yeah. What? Why is it so weird?
It's not. It's probably not adding your wisdom correctly.
So he can't really
Oh.
take the object off.
No, not really.
Not without like a minute's worth of work.
Yeah.
And even then, like it's on fire.
So he takes 2d8 fire damage and has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks until the start of my next turn.
Oh, great. You just walk on up, cast heat metal. God. All right, what's a good icon? What's good? Do this icon.
6 points of
Motherfucker on
fire
fire!
Well,
So
his
what do you
life's
think?
fucked.
damage.
Ah!
And I will just yell, "Stop!" and see what happens.
Okay, Thodane, you're up. Actually, I have to roll for them now because they are technically involved now.
Yeah.
We'll go one at a time here. Starting with the Burn Man himself.
Ah, my body! It is aflame! Do you have secret extra ones?
I might.
Don't forget to roll them as well. Oh damn, they're all in a little funny group.
Thodane, you're up.
Alrighty. So we're attacking now.
Apparently that was our first opener. You can get here.
And there's theoretically more invisible Dwergar.
There usually
Theoretically.
is. The good news
Okay.
is they're never big and invisible. It's either one or the other.
True. Isn't that just the truth?
Listen,
I
if you're big, you
will.
can't be invisible. It's a fact of life.
That's not. No, not in D&D. I
So, like,
refuse.
Fact
can
of
we see
life.
through these, or are these obstacles?
Those are obstacles.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're not hard obstacles to get through, but they are obstacles. They're like stalls and
You can
tents.
get here
like
and get a
that.
good sight of all of this.
True. Yeah. Let's do that.
And you're invisible. Who cares if you're out in the open?
You're a greater invisibility. You can do whatever the fuck you want.
You can shoot beams.
Shoot it out of your butthole.
What?
I don't know. Why not?
What? That's gross.
I'm gonna go there.
Oh shit.
Okay. And then I'm going to cast Shadow Blade.
I was surprised you didn't cast some sort of AoE. I'll be honest.
Oh. No, I'm saving that bacon.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna cast that, and I'm gonna hold. Essentially, hold throwing it for if somebody within
60 feet.
fucking 20 feet of me appears.
Holy shit, 20 feet. Alright.
Yeah.
With that, Gundra, you're up.
All right. We're going to go here, here, and then here.
Actually, yeah, 60 feet because of the disadvantage. That's fine.
Yeah, because you have advantage because they can't see you.
Right. That too.
Gundra comes out and says, "Lay down your arms now, and we can discuss this. Oh, and before you go on thinking the Drow are now against you, I am unaffiliated, and I'm gonna cast mirror image on myself." Just because these guys are gonna fucking rock my ass, like, immediately.
You just hear a raucous of fuck you, Drow.
Again, unaffiliated, but I will kill you, if need be.
Okay, Keeluth, you're up. They still seem hostile.
Points my fine self right over here. Right here. Shield up. And that's about it.
I'm kitted for
Hold
melee combat.
action until one of them gets in striking range.
I'm kitted for
Okay.
melee combat. You don't always have to stand in front of me like a. I understand it's not my role. Just a little
Roll
bit
it,
bicker.
Keeluth. The one on fire is coming at you. He could see his heated metal scarring his body. Jesus.
It's like
Yeah,
a,
those both hit.
it's like a reverse glowing weak point.
He's at 2 health.
Do they need to hold concentration for their bigness?
I don't know if they do. Durgar, tell me.
Might be different for them.
Is it concentration?
I think it's an inherent racial ability, isn't it?
You mean which one?
Enlarge.
Enlarge.
Um,
Gavin's probably busy with his wrath.
I don't
Yeah.
know how it couldn't be, you know. But yeah, I don't know if it's casting the enlarge spell.
What?
Is enlarged when cast by Duragar on the racial trait. Is that concentration?
Let me find out.
Oh, it's not for these guys since they're monsters, I don't think.
What do you
Yeah.
mean monsters?
Well, they have a stat block, like, or whatever. So, this is like the enlarge spell,
Oh,
but it
okay.
isn't for them.
Right, got it. So yeah, they're still up. Alright. So Keyleth, this guy gets in close, you did all that damage. He is now gonna try to attack you.
At disadvantage because he's on fire.
At disadvantage because he's on fire. With his enlarged war pick. He rolled a nat 1.
Just slams that into the
Fantastic.
ground.
Yep.
Does he manage to do 2 damage to himself in the process?
Nope, not quite.
Does he take more damage, or is that the druid's turn?
That's a great question. When does he take more damage,
Oh,
Gavin?
oh, wait. He missed me with a melee attack, right?
Yes, he did miss it you.
I can riposte.
Yeah, get reposted, you.
Yeah, you can reply.
Spend a superiority die.
Use my bonus action to cause damage.
Okay.
So
You reapply the heat.
And that kills him.
The heat or the...
Your attack.
Okay, I was gonna say.
He dead.
oh boy.
Alright. Next one coming up. He is. Well, he's gonna have to.
Waddle around.
He's gonna have to dash towards you.
Did the corpses shrink?
Don't know. Probably.
I wouldn't imagine they couldn't. I think it's like, again, they don't technically concentrate on their version of enlarge, but it makes sense that they would shrink upon unconsciousness and or death.
I mean, I agree. And now for the invisible boys.
Oh,
Hmm.
am I being attacked?
Maybe.
You have to tell me if I'm being attacked.
I don't have to tell you shit, boy. Two of them reveal themselves, ready for an attack.
They should have attacked first, then revealed themselves.
Well, you know what I mean. I mean, technically that's actually how it works, but details. Keyleth, you get 2 attacks at advantage on you. That is a 22 and a 14.
14 misses.
Alright, that's 9 piercing damage against you. Actually, oh
Mm.
boy, I am on the wrong thing now. This guy needs to be here.
So I'm double checking. Okay. Yeah. My copies have a different AC than me, so let me know the numbers.
Got it. With that, it's another big Duragar turn. He's got to work really hard to get up to here.
Oh,
Next one.
this guy had to dash to get me to me?
No, the big guy.
No, I mean the little guy who appeared next to
Yeah,
me.
you
No,
only had 2 attacks for
No,
last
the
I
little
see.
guy. Yeah, the little guy couldn't make it to you.
Okay, that's fine.
Rio, you could attack either one of them.
You could.
Yeah.
Which one you attack?
Wait. Oh, right. Hmm.
This one is large and a bigger target. This one is small. They have equal AC and health.
I will go for the large target, for I am not an expert throwing knife person. Okay, how do I
It's
do
a straight roll.
this? Straight roll. Is it on my character sheet?
I would hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah. 24
I don't
for
give a fuck about this guy. Bop!
3 psychic damage. Got it. All right. Other
And
big
he doesn't know where
Durgar.
that shit came from.
France.
He's gonna run over here. Start here. Frankie, you're up. What you got for us?
Well, I could have done some serious fucking damage, but there's too many allies
You
around.
just go for it. Who cares?
Yeah, fuck him.
I'll probably survive it. Somehow. And Keyleth is a fighter, which means he's supposed to be attacked by allies.
Q is a fighter. That
Doesn't-
means he's supposed to die every combat.
This doesn't
Yeah,
mean anything. This
we
is
can always bring
purely
him back.
for research.
This doesn't mean anything. I'm just doing it because I can.
Why? What?
Would this, from this point, would this hit everyone except Gundra in that circle?
Yes.
Okay, right there then.
Right.
Right here.
Right. What's your plan?
Right here, I will cast Synaptic Static.
Fucking hell.
Oh,
God.
I reiterate, it would have been better to hit me than Keyleth in this situation. My brain is so large.
Just know that I will heal Keyleth if I need to.
Alright, let's read this. You choose a point within range and cause psychic energy to explode there. Each creature within a 20-foot radius sphere centered on that point must make an intelligence saving throw. Good luck,
Holy
Keyleth.
shit. Alright, yeah, good luck, Keyleth.
A creature with intelligence score of 2 or lower can't be affected by this spell. Never mind, Keyleth.
I mean, you say that we actually had to look up certain spells involving pride in Gavin's campaigns to see if she was too stupid to be affected by them.
God. Yeah.
Okay, so hold on a second. There are more people here you're hitting than you think.
Good.
I'm trying to see if I have anything for saving throws on my shit.
You probably have
Should've
Indomitable by
inspired
now,
Keyleth
right?
beforehand.
That might have been good.
I do not have Indomitable. I don't.
Oh,
think.
wait, that's a level 10 thing, I think.
I think so.
Is it too late
let's-
to give Keyleth inspiration?
Yes.
I would say yes at this point.
You were a little too excited
Oh,
to
yeah.
use new spell. So
I was
just,
eager,
One,
I was
two,
eager
three,
to
four,
kill.
5, 6,
I like to imagine Frankie was like, "Alright, Psychic Blast. Wait, I could have done
Wait,
something."
Never mind. I'm
Wait, wait, wait.
fine.
Ooh.
You take
Wait.
13 damage though.
Keyleth, what level are you?
9.
You should have Indomitable then.
What?
Mm-hmm.
You don't need it. You saved. What level's Indomitable's first tier at?
9.
9. Okay.
I'll go ahead. Only one of them succeeded, and it was the large guy, like right here. Everyone else failed, so
So they all take 26, and then
that is exactly how many hit points they have.
The funny effect
my
will
God.
not go off.
how many did I kill, Dan?
I'm about to reveal them. Boom. Boom. I'm just let me put them on the token layer to
Oh.
start.
Jesus.
Okay.
Fucking hell.
Put them on the token layer. I will then go through. Bam.
When you give Mark a fucking necklace of fireballs.
Oh yeah, it's
That's-
pretty equivalent.
I only hit one guy with the big one. This is like hitting in a large amount of people with the big
So
fireball.
what's the damage if they succeed?
13.
So this last guy has 10 health. He's the only survivor. I'm sorry, there's actually one more survivor next to Keyleth and Gundra.
So
It's
those
so
three
weird.
guys-
Oh,
I don't
God.
think he was in the blast.
Oh. Frankie
So
looking at all the
basically-
bodies appear. He just starts.
Yeah, they all
Getting
just appear and fucking fall over,
This is-
clutching their
Yeah,
This is
brains,
since it's psychic damage,
popping
is
out of their
it-
mouths, and like their eyes and ears cover like bleeding blood.
Frankie
God.
just starts breathing heavily. He's like, "You will respect me."
Oh God.
He's gonna hold this on everyone for a while.
it's like they were all unplugged from the Matrix at the same
Basically,
time.
yeah. Not like this.
And all that happened was Frankie pointing.
My-
That's the best part.
You just pointed and 15 fucking people died. Like,
Like,
Jesus.
we might have seen like a small ooze of like sparks coming out, but it's almost imperceptible because it's psychic. It's like just fucking.
I'll just go ahead and see how intimidated Thodane is at the sight of that.
Well, with that,
this is sort of
Rogi,
a
you're
god
up.
complex now.
Yeah, really? It's like, oh, we had a
Rogi-
pocket god.
Rogi uses his free action to vomit a little bit,
Alright. Allowed.
and we'll move up 5, 10.
Probably doesn't help that they're all
15.
Duergar either, does it?
No.
They
Are
look like
both
him.
of these two alive?
Yeah. They're
Which
horrified,
one's looking,
but
which
alive.
one's looking worse?
The big one.
Um.
I did my part.
You
Yeah, fuck
you
it.
certainly did. The amount of death has gone beyond Gundra's personal idea of what is acceptable for what we know.
Holy shit, you fucking murdered these people.
We did, and
That
here's the
was- this
thing.
is the
The
is the first
response-
time-
We've been in the city 2 minutes.
Go
We-
up here, and I'm going to just take out a mushroom and say, "Just put you out of your misery," and cast Tidal Wave on them.
Oh my
Bring
god.
this way.
Fucking God.
Just, okay, gonna hit the last two guys.
Just gonna send him into that little runway.
This is the first time I, Dane, have ever used a 5th level spell.
Nice.
Welcome.
They're pretty fucking good, my guy.
It's a hell of a,
Trippin'.
a world.
Where's my predator missile? I got a kill streak.
Jesus. I thought I was
That's
the
at least a
glass
UAV.
cannon.
Oh. I mean, everybody who's a full caster has a spell like this
Yeah, that's
under their
true.
belt. This one
Well-
just happened to go off at the best
Perfect
time.
time and location.
In D&D history.
I hope there's one Duergar who's still invisible that managed to like miss the zone.
that would
and
make
is
us
just
culpable.
standing there
That would make us culpable. I don't
horrified.
want that.
Well, there's a couple of them right there, but they're not going to be around to tell anybody about it.
This is the first AoE spell that I have that I don't have to be like in the zone for. Because I got Thunderclap or Thunder
Yeah.
Wave, but I
Would-
have to be in that.
Alright,
Being
the
like-
small one succeeded on the dexterity save, Gavin. Roll the damage.
Uh-huh. 48.
48?
I'm so glad that we're all here for this.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Even halved.
29. God damn, well you killed the big one,
As I kill
and
the
he
big
gets
one,
washed away.
14 for the small one. Is he doing good?
He's he's around.
as the big one perishes and turns back to a medium humanoid in the process, I would like to use my reaction to cast to do this.
Fungal infestation. Oh.
God.
Yes.
So you bring him back as a zombie, is that
In
it?
combat, the zombie's
Wait,
turn
well,
comes
not-
comes immediately after yours.
So he's up now.
Yep, so soaking full of water, this zombie comes to life.
and I'll send him over to his friend and have
Okay.
them attack.
This
I
is
cast magic
overkill.
missile
We
on it.
reached Frankie took us to overkill, and Rogi is taking us beyond.
Gundra
Oh,
thought we were
God.
just going to kill those who wouldn't listen
What's-
to reason.
what's the
We've now
zombie-
decided to become this level of
What is the-
involved.
Listen, Gundra, is there any Duergar who listens to reason?
What's the zombie to hit? What's the plus hit modifier for them?
Old.
I think it's just their old one, right?
+3.
Oh, he's a zombie stat block. Never mind.
They use the zombie stat block. So
Plus
plus
three.
3.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna roll a d20.
Do you want me to
plus
roll
3.
it?
Yeah, go ahead and roll it. Well, that hit. Roll for damage. As these spores sprout out of his body, it doesn't even kill him.
Oh,
He's at 9 hit points.
We are
Oh,
torturing the man today,
God.
not boys.
He's soaked, and then he sees his dead comrade just. Just trying to fend off his old friend. So, Dane, you're up.
Jesus. Well, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
There's just that left? That
There's just that one guy left.
soul.
Dogpile him. Use your highest spell, Thodane.
Oh, yeah. 5th level. Fuck his ass up.
Jesus Christ.
It's the only thing he deserves.
Are you still holding concentration on this guy being paralyzed?
Me?
I hope you are. I hope this gnome is being forced to witness all of this.
Rogi.
Rogi.
Yeah. I was
Yes.
like, no, I don't have anyone.
Because that's an
Nothing else.
important factor now.
Yes.
I hope all of these. I hope this entire city witnessed us
Not a
out
city.
the gate
Just
no,
a small outpost.
we
and
cannot.
understands
No, opposite.
exactly who's in charge now.
Opposite.
You guys give up on the whole campaign to run Mantol-Derith?
Exactly.
So
Uh,
that guy's really hurt, right?
He's
Yeah.
at 9 hit points. Fucking end him, please.
Alright, I'm just gonna make it exciting for the 2 drow right next to him, and Jesus.
Keith's so happy. We've been marching for days.
God,
feel
can
like-
you imagine? You're fighting like 3 people, right? And then a dozen people fall over dead.
Oh,
Like-
Keeluth has like tingles all over his body.
I imagine
From
because
just, like,
Keyleth has gotten
invigoration.
horny.
Keyleth is a couple
No,
feet away from them,
no.
and all of a sudden they just explode on him. It's like
Keeluth
You
has
didn't have
ASMR
to do.
tingles
You didn't
right
have to.
now.
All right, backtrack. You don't have to do a third. What is it? A third level magic missile?
Second
Or
level.
second level?
He's only doing 4. He didn't know that by the time he's cast it, so you know.
True. It's just so dumb. All right. You pelt this man to death with magic missiles, and he finally fucking dies.
He just explodes. Confetti!
Gore goes everywhere, kind of washed away with all the water from the tidal wave.
Unfortunately, it's fresh on the drow.
Yeah.
Keeluth's been moisturized.
They can wash it off, though.
are they all dead?
They're all dead.
They are
We would like to start
mostly
looting the bodies.
they are mostly dead. These 2 are not.
They have.
oh yeah.
Gundra-
Those 2 are not dead.
Gundra, as this person just collapses in front of him, just says, "The situation has changed. Kill all Duergar witnesses. I need to speak with the gnomes."
How
Oh,
much money
God.
do these Duergar have on them?
They don't really have anything on them. They were geared for battle, not really for commerce.
We will
Ew.
smelt their metal for.
But you have a plethora of shields, scale mail, javelins, and war picks.
Not take
Rogi will go
personal
over-
opinion. Take none of that. Just leave it on their bodies. They died here mysteriously. So all of their things are intact. We just
They
leave.
die from headaches. We'll blame the one mind flayer in this town.
Rogi would like to go over with
Yes, I like that you blame the one mind flayer for this. He came in to trade in, I don't know, like a few secrets, maybe some beats.
That's so fucked up.
You target the one minority in this whole fucking outpost.
Hey man, what if he left the hive and he's trying to find a new life?
He's a psyker. Screw him.
The striker. Screw him. Spoken like the Emperor of Mankind.
You just murder the one mind flayer that was like fated to
We're not
renew
murdering
them.
anyone. We're just
Uh,
saying the mind flayer must have
I
done
mean,
this.
It was
What
a
a
big mind blast,
terrible
so
slaughter.
That's right.
I would like to hesitantly, as Gundra suggests it, bring the zombie over and quickly slit the throat of this paralyzed Dwargar.
Easy. Coup de grace. Slits his fucking throat. He's dead now.
I kneel down to the gnome that is paralyzed, and I just look him in the eyes, directly in front of his vision. He's still in a like running position to sit there and say, "Listen to me. The situation clearly has changed. We slaughtered a small town worth of their kind. Repeat this in your head as we leave. You didn't see what killed them. They're just dead. Understand? No one is involved in this. It wasn't a member of the Drow. It wasn't a member of the Mantol-Derith. It wasn't even you. It was nobody. The most likely culprit is themselves."
It was me. Oh, sorry.
Keith wants to
mind
do
flayer.
a perception check to see if there's any people. Ooh, if there's anyone around watching this, witnessing it.
Not that you can see that's anywhere nearby.
There can be some invisible Duergar.
Maybe.
Rogi will cast.
Anyone got true sight? Devil's vision.
No, but
If you still have
Rogi-
detect thoughts up, you can detect
Invisibility.
you can detect people in the range, Frankie. So, I don't know if you only did synaptic, so you should be able to still.
Yeah, I think he could still use it.
I could go around and prestidigitate all the dust around in the room until it sticks to an invisible person.
That'd be really good.
I think that would take a while, but yeah.
It might take a
You're in a
minute.
very open cavern.
It's gonna take a lot of cantrips.
It's okay, they're unlimited.
will just say Dwergar and cast locate creature and see if he gets any pings of any living things.
How big is the
Ooh.
ping?
5 miles.
1,000 feet.
Okay. So from here, you could tell all of the Duragar that are left are roughly. We'll do freehand. Here.
Roughly.
Where?
Southeast.
I did a big old circle. Not that you'd really be able
Oh
to see it.
wow. Yep.
Yeah.
So no more witnesses. Okay. Good.
Well, no more current witnesses. We need to start leaving.
Besides the one who's actually still alive in front of you.
Oh,
Yeah.
Slit his throat too.
Yeah. So you're gonna have to kill him as well.
I'll have the zombie kill him. So
Okay.
it looks like the Dwergar kills another Dwergar.
Slick. Dead.
Can you get rid of that actually? Because I don't want you to keep that.
Frankie's just
Keep-
staring at his finger.
Keep
That
what? This one?
that's undead. We don't want a corpse following us.
I can do that. Rogi will go
I
up
can hear
and
the
put his hand,
deliberation in Rogi's voice.
Oh, I could too.
put his hand on the Dwergar's shoulder and say, "You did good, friend." And uninfest him.
Boy, that is unsettling to
The-
watch.
The pustules and the
Jesus
fungi that
fuck.
wrap around his body wither, pop, and die.
Oh,
and you can
There's
see,
a
like,
guy right in front of a gnome.
he twitches for a moment as it all happens. The pop, his fingers twitch. And you hear the last exhale of his undead breath as he falls to the ground.
Jeez.
Gnome, come here quickly.
Yeah. Oh, God. Yes?
I've already explained this to your friend. You did not see what happened here. They all died. You don't know who did it. It wasn't the Drow. It wasn't the Zentarum. It wasn't even some strangers who just blew into town. Nothing did
It
it.
was me. Oh, sorry.
Like, Gundra's hand grips a little as you say that.
Frankie's on a
Nobody
little
did
bit of a
this.
power trip right now.
Nobody did this. You don't know how it happened. They just all died somehow. You didn't see anything. You escaped, and then they were dead. That said,
He's like, he's almost vibrating. He's shaking his head, scared,
Frankie,
said,
no more
looking over at
murder.
the army of corpses left behind.
do you know
Frankie
anything
points at
about this?
Thodane.
Do you know anything about this
Don't
jewel
make me.
at all?
This jewel,
The thing
wanna
that they
join
were
the pile?
after.
it's. I heard a bit about it.
Do you know where it is?
No,
This will continue unless it is found. Do you
Uh,
understand?
they say Gantha cheated some other Durkar out of this black gem.
Do you believe that?
I no, I don't think she would do that. She's very honest.
Do a little investigating, and whenever it's safe, try to find us.
Do I have to?
If you are not brave enough, find somebody who is.
Okay.
We have saved your life today. Do you understand that?
Uh-huh. I understand.
He was just like chuckling.
Okay. Take your paralyzed friend to safety. He will get feeling soon, I believe.
Okay.
Looks through the gaps in the tent set. Rogi. As he says that.
Like, he kind of takes his friend and he's kind of trying to push and shove him along. Not working very well.
We're leaving. Drop everything that you can that doesn't seem like it belongs to you.
Uh, sir,
What?
uh, uh, if you're trying to get Yonta back, Gavel Drip Skillet might reward you for it.
That isn't my highest concern at the moment, but thank you.
Okay, yeah, no, I understand. Starts trying to drag his friend back some more.
We're going to go to the Zentarum camp. We'll ask them if they have any information. We'll say we found them dead as well.
With that, they try to like drag themselves back to this beaten up camp, like enclave.
I believe our guide went to the south somewhere. Points this direction, because I remember he said something about the
Yeah.
southwest. We'll just head there as quickly as we can. We do not let anybody stop us. We just continue to move. Do you understand? We're not involved with this. If we are, we have participated in a small-scale war, and that changes our allegiances, changes people's willingness to be allied with us.
Be neutral until we can't be neutral. You got it.
Rogi looks at Thodane and just
No, you don't.
gives a
He's
little
invisible.
wink and invisibilizes himself.
No, he's not. He's definitely not visible at this point.
Okay.
No,
Ah!
no, doing more bad.
Fool. Fool that you are, you've made me small.
Teeny. And just more.
Frankie, behind all of the horror that we just experienced, that was extremely impressive. I hope we never do anything that devastating again, but good show, I suppose.
Yes, that's a compliment.
Agreed.
It's mired by the situation it put us in. It's...
Whatever it was very well placed.
I think that's enough death for this trip. You guys can take care of the demons that we face.
I hope there aren't demons.
Nope.
I need some.
No.
I need
That's how
some
that
whiskey.
works.
With that, you move on to the Zentarum camp.
Oh boy.
And we can decide to end it here or push on a little bit.
I am getting super tired.
All right, we'll end it here as you
Alright.
head to the Zentarum camp.